Uh-huh. What the heck was I doing yesterday? Time to play that game again. What the heck was I doing yesterday? Bum, bum, bum. What the heck was I doing yesterday? Okay. So I wrote some notes on what I wanted to do. I wanted to create a handler for action, an action handler that don't use a device ID action names. Oh, okay. Maybe a better name is for Godot action. So that way I know. I don't know. No, just call for action. Okay. Let's get to it. Now I had open tomato open. Cool. Let's go next. Okay, we can delete that. Delete that. We can delete that. Okay, now what we're gonna do next is create action handler and for action. Cool. Let's get to it. Do it. Do it. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so you go like this: static func for action, handler for action. Turn action handler dot new. I don't know what's going in here. I'm guessing it's going to need the handler and it's going to need the action name. And that's probably it. Why is this red? Oh, because it doesn't exist. Right, we knew that though. So now what we're going to do, I'm actually going to open up a split so I can see the calling side and the other side at the same time. Where's this event thing going on? Okay. Technically, event should be in the middle here, but that's okay. So then I'll go here and I'll say class. Let's pull this up a bit, or ZT to put it on the top. Yeah, like that. We'll say class action handler. Right, action handler, and then what the heck is this thing gonna have? We're gonna have the handler callable, and then like an action name. Whoops, 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 whoops. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello? Yes. Oh, there we go. Oh, I picked the wrong one. Fair enough. And then we're gonna have a function called init. Take my handler and my action name. Yes. And handler equals handler. And then we're gonna have action name equals action name. And then what do we need? So now the calling side will be happy. Calling side will be happy, but what I need here now is whatchamacallit. One of those darn whatchamacallits. Implementation. This function has to be implemented. So this thing, this handle then halt. Handle then halt. Boom. Then what? Is player actions. So what do my other two do? I use different things. I think this one's going to be mega simple. It's just going to be like input. Wait, I think it's going to be, wait, hold on. Wait, return handler dot call. Right, because the handler has to return a Boolean. That's how these handlers work. So I'm just gonna say if input dot, no, we're gonna say if not, we're gonna do an opposite. We're gonna do a guard. If input not input dot is action pressed, action name, return false. Otherwise, return handler dot call handler event. Simple. And why did I make this? I made this because I wanted my, I have a tab open here maybe. Right. Right, they won't be called, so don't copy them. No, that's not true. They might be called, but don't copy them. Don't copy them anyway. So let's go here. Here we're using menu left, menu right. That's fine. In our volume slider is our handler. Oops. I didn't mean to save. I don't even know what I just saved. Fine. And we'll go close this one out for now. I have too many things open. Right. So now I can go to options menu. And here we have menu up and down. And here we have handler for any device. So we're going to say handler for action. Bada bing, bada boom, boom. And then here we're just going to change the name of these. Player 0. Just going to call on menu up. And this one's going to be, oh, right. It should be prefixed with a duty doot. I forgot. On menu up. And this one can be on menu down. And then I got to do the same thing here for any device player. Accept and cancel. Can probably stay the same. And since this is for any device, I think I can also rename this on accept. Because we don't want to get confused. It's not on player 0 anymore. On cancel. And let's see what this does. Where's my controller? Get my gamepad here. Connect it. Oh, is the battery dead? No, not yet. Not yet. Let's actually check real quick. If I click on my Bluetooth thingy, 40%. No, that's a mouse. MX Master 3S. Where even is that? That's on? Where even is? Oh, it's right here. Oh, that's funny. Okay, well, whatever. It doesn't have the battery level for this thing. That's okay. So what we're going to do here is start the game. This still works. That's good. We're going to put them on 2 different players. All right, navigation there doesn't work yet. It's working great over here. Look at that. Sick. And then the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to do a similar thing on the main menu. Let's split that over here. Now here we have for any device. So we're going to change all of those Now, I'm going to change these two for action. And then this one's going to be for device. And same thing, I'm going to rename them on menu up. And then on menu down. Oops. On menu down. And then this one's on player 0 except, we can just say on except. They do use different handlers, so I almost want these function names to be like separate so we can tell, like device accept, on device accept or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Now this should work here. Oh my god, and it does. Ooh, baby. There we go. Stuff just works. Oh, that's not right. Wait, what? Was this always like this? Was this always? Oh, I might have just broken it because why? I don't know. Character selector. Let's open this real quick because this is still using the UI actions. That's why. But that should be fine because those are my new actions. And that's the way they're supposed to work. Unlocked state. Presumably this doesn't work. If not, is locked, return false. All right. Because what's supposed to happen is that if this returns true, it's not supposed to continue executing the rest of these. So for some reason, this code doesn't work. How did this work again? Any device handler. Right, I pipe back the device ID and then I check it. That's why. That's why. That makes sense. I mean, that's how this works. But my question about the other thing is probably not here, is where I use these, which I think is in the input handler, is what actually handles that, input handler. Wait, what? Yeah, here. If handle then halt. If handle then halt, then return. Right. So what is going on? How do I even debug this? And is this a new bug, or was this bug there for a while? Because I should not be able to do that. Well, the interesting thing. Oh no, those buttons don't work for that. That's why. Okay. Main menu. No. The where was I before? Character selector. We're kind of side questing here. This wasn't our main purpose, but what I will do is commit these changes. What I wanted to do is actually go through the menus and do the menu thingies. So other menu stuff is inside the game. Oh, there's another bug that we have to fix here. All right, like if I hold this, there's no way for me to get into options, but okay, let's just say I click on options. Cool, that works. And that works. And that works. Whoa! That's not right. That's okay, well that's a bug. That's probably in options menu. That might essentially be quote unquote what I get for using the same screen over. So this is volume slider. It's not what we want. We can close this. Options menu. Options menu is what we wanted to look at. We have a cancel event. Goes to on cancel menu.switch main. Therein lies our problem. We don't want this. We don't want this to switch menu to main. So what do we want? So let's go to pause menu. And pause menu does what? Options menu dot back dot connect. Oh, I gotcha. There's a function called back. On back pressed. Back dot emit. Right? Huh. On back pressed. Back dot emit. I could be wrong, but like I think we want this to emit back. And then maybe what we want to do, yeah, this comes out of here. This doesn't belong in here. This is kind of a different bug that we're chugging down. So let me go like this. Let's commit what we have here because I think it's good. I think it's mostly good. These tiles, something's going on with those tiles. I have to fix the tiles also. So let's go here. Cool. So all this is going to go in. We're going to call this menu fix double emitting menu navigation. Do not use UI actions. Cool. Now we have a bunch of things that we need to fix. So let me collect some of these things right now. The other thing I have to fix is the tile map. Use real tiles instead of use real tiles instead of what? Use real tiles instead of template. Okay. Fix in-game options menu back. goes to main menu. And more. Okay. So we're going to do that one now. So let's stop this. So this is done. And then we can go here. Cool. Julio. And then the way we're going to fix this is that this is going to emit back. And that's going to come out of here. And then what we want to do maybe is from main menu, we need to somehow wire this up so that when we switch to options menu, options button press, we go to options button press, switch to this menu. I'm processing information right now in my brain. Right? So I'm thinking like, okay, we should set up the back event here so that anytime we switch to that menu from this menu, it will go back to this menu, right? But at the same time, what I'm thinking is, should that happen in the button press or should that happen one time on ready? The problem is if we do it on ready, which does make sense as where we would normally connect our signals and slots. If I connect the signals and slots here on ready, I think this menu screen only gets readied once throughout the entire lifetime of the app. So if we finish the game and come back here, it won't set up that connection again. So I think it has to happen here, as goofy as that sounds. And what we're going to do is we're going to say options. Oh, I don't have it here. Right. I gotcha. Because we're using menu.switch. So another idea that's popping into my brain is maybe we do this in a menu. Where the heck is menu? In the menu class. Class name, menu. Menu.ready. Menu, switch menu. Because like if we're using the main menu switch method, like maybe it should happen up here. No. No, I think over here is where we want it to be. But the problem is we don't have a reference to that here because we're delegating to menu to handle our switching for us. We don't have a way to access the menu to set that signal in the first place. Does this have access to all of those nodes? Like switch, menu, dot connect, switch menu. Hide menus, show menu, menus, blah, blah, blah. Oh, so it's in this array. Oh, I got you. So then we have options, and options is a, yeah. So we do have the references here. So what I could do, which would make this more generic, is in switch menu. Hold on. I'm processing information again. Ah, it's so hard. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I can pass that here. I can say, hey, switch menu, also take a on back pressed callable. And then what this would do, can I do that? Nil is not declared. Nil is not declared. Null? No. Not assigned. Oh, right. You can't assign null to a callable. Can I give this like an empty lambda? What's the lambda? Lambda's Python. I don't know. Let me look this up real quick. Godot callable default value. Would be great if I could. Oh, I think I can. Just like that. I guess. Right? And then I can say, oh, no, 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 no. Back pressed is on options. It's not in here. So like, how the heck am I gonna wire up on back pressed from options in here? I mean, I guess I could. The problem is, oh, what is this? What file is this? Menu? Connect on options back. What? It's actually in here. Hold on, let me close this. That's crazy. On options back, on options back. So even without that function call, that should still work. Options at back.connect. It's very hacky, but also I have to update my browser. It's very hacky, but I can just make a function that kind of encapsulates that options on back, and then I can just say, hey, on options back press. Or show menu blah blah blah. Like if we have menus, right? We have all these things for menus. I'm gonna main menu real quick again. Extends control, extends control. So they don't have a common parent. But what I was thinking is maybe I can just say, hey, for the next screen, wire up a back signal to whatever we pass in, right? So we would just say, okay, yeah, we show menu, but we also say menus sub menu dot back. Oh, the problem too is that we can connect multiple signals, right? And what I want to do is I want to disconnect what's there. So let's take a quick look. Connect. Is there a disconnect? Hey, look at that. There is a disconnect. Disconnects the signal by name from given callable. The problem is, like, how do I disconnect the other signals? Right? Like, it's almost like I don't want a signal. I want a callback, and I just want to replace the callback because I want there to only be one. The other thought that I had in my head before was that for this menu thing, we can maintain our own backstack essentially, and then we decide, the menu itself decides, like, hey, based on where it came from, you know, what's the previous screen, right? But then I have to implement some kind of navigation to do that, and then the navigation stack I have to implement. It seems like a overkill. So let's just test this theory real quick. And then if I'm right, if it does create multiple signals, that means that every time you switch menu, it's going to add another signal, which means that every time you come in, it'll add another callback, which we don't want. But what we're going to try to do is we're not going to do this because that'd be crazy. I mean, wouldn't be crazy. It's what we want to do. But what I want to test here is I want to say, hey, okay, we have this switch. And now we're going to give it a callback. And we're going to say, we're going to say here's, okay, function. And we're going to say, just print poopy. And we're going to see how much poopy we get. If we get a lot of poopy, then there's a problem. Hello. You're going to the US next week. Mina. Hisashiburi. America no doko? Floridaしに行くの? You going to Florida? Miami? Unindent doesn't match previous indentation level? Get the hell out of here. San Francisco? What's in San Francisco? Besides, like, homeless people and a massive opioid problem. Sorry, that was a little political. I shouldn't tease San Francisco like that. There's good stuff in San Francisco. What don't you like about my function? Work trip? Oh, that's cool. Hmm. なんでだろう。なんでやねん. What is wrong? Connect. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm trying to do. Like this right here. Funk connect funk. Bop-a-dop-a-dop-bop-bom. Why can't... It's literally the same thing, is it not? Oh, too many arguments for switch call. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Why am I doing it this way? Well, I hope you have fun. We'll be in the same time zone. So if you want to send me a message when you get here or talk on the phone or something, I'll be glad to get in touch. If you have like a computer you can bring with you, we can play some games without any lag. That's kind of exciting. Oh, the sun's coming out. I was looking for something specific. This. But there was something else that popped up on here. I don't know. Whatever. Not a big deal. So what is the deal with my lambda? Oh, the deal with my lambda is this function doesn't take it. We're emitting this signal that comes from signal bus. Because this is a convenience method, because I use signals for this for some stupid reason. Doesn't make any sense. The signal is connected from this class to this class. Let me just see real quick. Do I actually call switch menu dot emit anywhere? No. So like, why don't I just experiment here and just go like, oh, well, since we're not really using this like a signal, it's tightly coupled anyway. So why don't we just go pow? And then we're just going to call switch menu directly like a normal human. Oh, cannot. Oh, because it's static. That is why we are using it like a signal. I didn't click in my brain. We can't call an instance method from a static context. Well, that's okay. I have a backup plan, you guys. I'm smart-ish. So sometimes I think about things and use my brain for stuff. Sometimes, just sometimes. So what we're going to do is open up SIGBUS and we're going to go to our switch menu signal. Since we're not really using it anywhere else, it should be safe to tack on another on back pressed callable. Ta-da! And just like that, we save the day-ish. Maybe. Yeah, baby, my poopy should work now. Okay, so let's see how much poopy we get. Oh, invalid access property key. Back on base of type control. Oh. So how do I check? Options.back.connect, right? So this should be, oh, but options has a type? Options has a type of options menu. So what I want to do, right? What I want to do is find that error number 1, line 58. Wrong file. Which file is this in? It's probably menu. It's over here, line 58. And I want to say, hey, if menus, I think, dot has method. I don't know. Let's just run it, see what happens. Oh my God. Maybe that worked. Oh my gosh. It seems to be working. Oh, but I broke something because now nothing's working. What did I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do right? Oh, the thing is, I wanted to say. Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't even check for poopy. Let's check for poopy. Oh, there is no poopy. Why is there no poopy? Why? There's no poopy. What are all the changes I made here? Yes. Sig bus, we added that. Callable. We passed it through here. We emit back instead of doing this. Oh, and then options.back connect. This is the reason why the back button's actually working, most likely. Now the back button won't work. That's right. Okay, we figured out one issue. Not sure why. Yeah, because that's emitting back, but back isn't wired up to anything. Godot check object has signal. Check if a node has a signal. It looks like an object exposes some function for checking signals. I can't make sense of how to use that, but it seems like a workaround is to do this. Isn't it as easy as if some node has... No, that always returns false, at least when I try. It has user signal. Let's see what we got. This is the latest unstable version of the documentation. Okay. Signals. Property list change. Script change. Enumerations. Wait, these are the only two signal methods in here? Remove user signal. Is connected signal. Has signal. Wait, what the frick is the difference between has user signal and has signal? Turns true if the given user defined signal name exists. Only signals added with add user signal are included. Which we've never used in our lives. Returns true if the given signal name exists on the object. Okay, so maybe what I want to do is over here say as signal. Poopy. Oh. Oh, right. So this can't just print poopy. My poopy's good though. My poopy's really good. So we have poopy, and now we're gonna do menu dot switch. We're gonna do this. Right. So I expect one poopy. Now I expect two poopies. So it should go up to 3. That's right. And now I think it's going to be like Fibonacci numbers. So maybe now it goes up to 5. 6. Okay, close. And it's going to keep growing every time. 10, 15, 21. That's a problem. So what I need to do is... var menu node, because we're going to use this a lot. Right, and what we're going to do is say menu node dot remove dot back dot disconnect. Can I just do that? Just dot disconnect? I don't know if that's going to work, but let's see. And then menu node here. Failed to call function disconnect in base signal. Fair. Godot remove signal from node. Use a disconnect method. Node.pressa is connected. Disconnect. But that's disconnecting a specific callback. For disconnecting all signals from a node, you can iterate through all its signals and their connections. In Godot 4, a more streamlined method is available. You can create a function that disconnects all using get connections. So, we might want to do like what this AI signal, AI response is saying. I'm going to take 5 minutes here to extend. And then we're going to really quickly go through this. Get connections. It is totally frozen. Oh no, because it's paused. Oh right, because disconnect doesn't exist, that's fine. Okay, it's a property on signal. So let's look at the signal documentation and see what there is. Disconnect callable. Has connections, is connected. That's all we have. So yeah, that really is all we have. So what I need to do is get connections and remove them all. Bummer. It's kind of yucky, but whatever. Now, so get connections. Let's just double check. It says array. Returns an array of connections for the signal. The dictionary that contains 3 entries is a reference to this signal. Callable is the callable. Oh, geez, and flags. Okay. So it's not dict.callable. Fair. Where's signal? Oh, I see. So this will be and you know .back .disconnect connection .callable. Poopy. Non-existent function call. Oh. Not menu node dot back. Pow. Now let's see how much poopy we get. Oh, I'm not getting any poopy. What happened to my poopy? Did I accidentally fat finger something here? I did. Okay, let's do that again, but that looked pretty good. 1 poopy. 2 poopy. 3 poopy. Our poopies are growing linearly. Actually, they're not growing. They're remaining constant. That's good. That's the kind of poopy we want. Okay. Perfect. Instead of making this a comment, what I could do is say disconnect all disconnect all callbacks. Disconnect callbacks. Callables. Disconnect callables. Disconnect callables from menu node back. And then here, expected parameter name. You don't like me calling this signal, so I'm going to call it sig. I think that's it. I think we solved it in that 5-minute challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, baby. It's the kind of poopy we like. Fixed in-game options. Okay. That's what we were trying to do. Let's see if we did that. Oh, but the problem is this broke for some reason that we don't understand. I actually wonder if that's why this broke. Are there any errors showing when we hit this screen? Oh yeah, debugger has some messages. Errors. Switch. Menu.switch. Yep. Because for some reason I'm not using... Oh wait, hold on. Expected method. Method expected 1 arguments but called with 2. Error calling from signal switch menu to callable. Switch. Whoa. 124 errors is a lot. Ah, well, I figured out why that one's broken. Okay, there's a lot of side questing happening here. I'm getting sidetracked, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go back here. We're just going to do a quick input. Fix except 0 does not exist. And then the other one. Error calling from signal. On start game button pressed menu.switch. Oh, because it was called with only 1 argument. Fix menu.switch single argument calling. Bada bing, bada boo boo. Okay. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to grab some water, do some stretching, and we'll be back to fix the rest of these issues. I'll be right back. All right, we're chilling. So we're on our little break time here. This is when I didn't even use the break. I kind of actually don't even have a break feature, I think, in my timer here. Or rather I do, but I didn't use it. Chill. Yeah, I should do something about that. I should think more carefully about how that feature works. Let's also clean up this desk a little bit. This pencil can go in here or something. I think that's where it was. Am I crazy? Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't in there. I don't know. Just catch up with a bunch of messages I got here. Can I share this copy link? Can I pop this into my browser? Yes.
And the Yoshikane Godot. The first and biggest difference is the composition. Shinkiro is ironclad, the Yoshikane is stainless clad, going to be easier to thin and sharpen. This guy's going to be easier to take care of. The next thing you're going to notice is the weight, and the Shinkiro is like a little bit heavier. I think it's like 20 grams heavier, but it's really going to be more of an issue of like how it holds the weight. Hasegawa for contrast. Now the way that the Shinkiro holds its weight is it is a little bit thicker at the spine and it does have a bit of a taper, maybe not as much taper as the Yoshikane, but it's also going to hold that weight further down into the grind and have more of a workhorse grind. Now, even though these guys are really, really thick at the spine and hold that weight, I don't know if you guys can see this, but they still do have nail flex right behind the edge. So they perform really well on harder ingredients. That being said, a workhorse knife like this is probably never going to be a 10 out of 10 at a sweet potato, but it's going to do a really good job. It is still going to be a little bit delicate, so you have to be careful with it, and this isn't a heavy knife that we're like cranking through bones. And then for the Yoshikane, again, we're going to have a little bit more thickness at the tang here, but it is going to taper a little bit more aggressively. These guys do get thinner behind the edge much quicker than the Shinkiros. They've got really nice tall geometry on them, so they cut super, super well. It's going to be harder to show on this guy because we've used this one and it already has some patina, but these guys also have nail flex along the entire length of the blade. And these guys are some of the best cutters. These guys, again, being a little bit thinner at the spine and having a more gradual transition, going to do a little bit better on harder ingredients than the Shinkiro. Next thing you're going to notice is definitely going to be the height. So the Yoshikane is definitely a taller knife, and the Koretsuke version is a little bit flatter. Shinkiro is a shallower, flatter knife in the first place, but the Godot version of the Yoshikane is definitely going to have that same height, but be a little bit rockier. So you kind of have an option for everything. Now, of course, finally we have the aesthetics. This is a Kuruuchi finished knife. They've got a really, really beautiful hand-done kanji on these guys, which I really, really like. There's Damascus in the cladding.
Wait.
The handles are maybe a little bit classier with the ebony and the blonde buffalo horn. Yoshikane, of course, is a beautiful knife as well, albeit a little bit more understated.
Shinkiro.
It's got a Shiji finish, which really helps hide scratches and dings, so if you're going to use this professionally, that's awesome. Kanji, a little bit less cool. I believe there's still hand done, but it's a very gentle
Kanji, a little bit less cool. Hold on a second. Shinkiro. Hatsukokoro. Yeah, it's Hatsukokoro. Because I was looking at the kanji and I was like, that's Kokoro, right? Hatsukokoro de. I wonder if my knife is also Hatsukokoro. This knife looks insanely cool, though. I just picked a random one. But Hatsukokoro te... Well, let's go actually here to Jisho. And we're going to look up Hatsukokoro. Kokoro? Right? Is that how they write it? Like, first love? Right? Is that actually how it's written? Hatsu, I think it's a different kanji though. That's not the same kanji. Is it? It looks kind of like no, let me see. I really can't see it that well. Oops. I don't want to save. I just want to zoom in like a lot. That's probably the closest I'm going to get to that part of the knife in these pictures. Right, like if I look at this real quick. Yes. Oh yeah, it is. That is the same kanji. I see it now. So wait, what is mine? I don't think mine looks like this. Because I have one. I have one I bought, but I don't know actually who the maker is. All right. Break time, clowning time is over. Yeah, mine's not Hatsukokoro. I do have a Hatsukokoro that I did buy actually from this shop. I want to finish watching this short video because it's only a few seconds.
Handles, we have octagonal handles as well with walnut and buffalo horn. Though it seems like a simple handle, I gotta say they always use really, really nice pieces of walnut, and the fit and finish on both handles is really fantastic. So there you have it. This guy's definitely more of a workhorse. This guy's definitely more of a laser. I don't think you'd be disappointed with either, and at the price point, you can expect very, very fantastic fit and finish on both of them. The customer asked us to compare these two knives. We've got the Shinkiro Gyuto and the Yoshikane Gyuto. The first
I wonder what he means by workhorse though.
You're gonna try and
Versus
split
a laser.
customer asked us to compare
The laser I get. I have a laser. And it definitely cuts like a laser. Let me actually workhorse meaning performs dependably under heavy or prolonged use. Okay. Fair enough. So this, right. So let me go back to Godot engine. And the first bug I'm going to fix is this one. We have to make this compatible. The call site is over here. This is main menu, line 47. It's on my screen right now. Okay. We have to make this. Oh, right. What I failed to do over here, I didn't fail to do anything. What in the heck? Static function switch has a default value. Why the heck doesn't that work? It wasn't that song, but now I have that song stuck in my head. Come on now, down, take a ride. I don't know the words at all. Come on, no. A fantastic slide, slide. Do. On and ride on a fantastic. So I actually don't know why this doesn't work. It says method expected 1 argument, but called 2. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to hit this, and it's going to take me here to where I declare this as having 2 parameters, and I pass both to the emit function. Poopy-cocky. I don't know. Let me do this accept one first, because I think that's just a quicker fix. So I think we can nail that one very quickly. Just to reduce the amount of noise that's going on here in my debug output, because it might make it easier to find the other bug. Now I'm not even seeing it anymore. Where the heck did that other bug go? The other error. Am I crazy? Oh, here it is. Happens when I go forward and then back. Input handler 0. Let's look at the call stack here. Main menu. Oh, it's from main menu. Handle events. Main menu 51. Input. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. May except 0 doesn't exist. That might not be a problem. That might not be a problem. So input, right, okay, I get it. Input map action except 0 doesn't exist. Because device ID is 0? Why would device ID be 0? Because I use for any device, and in Godot language, device ID 0 is the keyboard, I think. So that's probably more than likely a bug. We're just going to close a bunch of stuff and go back to that. Whoops, go back to that other thing later. That's probably a bug in input handler in my any device handler. That's probably a bug here because I get handler.event .device ID and action for device ID. This handler event .device ID is probably handler event. I don't know if that'll give me any information. Yeah, so much shit. No, it's just giving me the ID, which isn't helpful. So we're gonna take the device ID. We're going to take device ID. We're going to take handler event. I don't even know what the heck handler event is. Let's look at event. I mean, it encapsulates input events. Wait, what's handler event dot device ID? Oh, I created this myself. So where does device ID come from? What? Handler event. Oh, so what we have to do is we have to look at where this gets called. Handler event, we create it here with a device ID. And device ID uses my script, which is device ID for input event. And if it's a keyboard, it's supposed to return -1. Otherwise, it should return event.device. So why is it returning 0 is the question. Event is input event key. It should be. I kind of hate that this isn't as quick to fix as I thought it was going to be. Handler event dot input event. Yeah, it's -1. It was -1, and why the heck is it complaining? Oh, this isn't complaining about that yet. Oh, it actually doesn't happen, period, until I go into the options menu. Oh, it comes from the options menu. That's what I thought was happening. Why you guys gotta confuse me, man? Why you gotta confuse me? It's coming from options menu. Accept 0. Yeah, and it should just be accept. This is what I thought the bug was. This is why I thought it would take 2 seconds to fix it. We're gonna delete this. Well, we'll leave that there. We can delete that later with Git. With lazy Git, we can just discard the changes. So what I'm gonna do is go into options menu. Oh. That's why it's tricky. Right. But why? But still why, I don't know, for any device. Still uses the same code, still comes down to here. So I still don't know why. Print less text. You print less text. The mouse move is triggering it. Oh, because it's an event, obviously. So basically any event would trigger it. Duh. What's it coming from? This is main menu. Which also has an accept for any device. So let me look again. How does any device work? Oh. Okay. It's an error that we can ignore. What I need to do to stop the errors from outputting is check if the action exists first. Check if action exists. Godot. Input map that has action. So what I need to do in my any device handler, yeah. If not action name or, oh no, that's a special case. Then here I have to say if input map dot has action. Var computed action name. Oh, device action. Device action. Device action. Wow, don't delete my shit, yo. Yo, chill. What's the issue? Oh, there's already device action. Oh. Wait, device action. What in the heck? Oh, because that class is called device action. What is return? Okay. Action. Oops. I don't know how this works. I thought X is supposed to skip one. Whatever. Device action, we're going to rename that to action name. And then that should hide the buttloads of error messages that pop up when I do this. And I think the mouse movement was what was causing the issue because mouse apparently returns 0 for device ID. I want to see what these 14 error messages are. Yep. Okay, so that's easy. Easy peasy. Input handler. Not related at all to what I was doing, but it's okay. Input handler. Fix. Excessive error output for non-existent actions. Cool. And then here we can discard. Now this one is still a bit of a mystery, but we got this done. We can go stop this. Step 0 does not exist. That should never happen again. Menu.switch. Single argument. What the heck is the deal with this? Method expected 1 arguments but called with 2. Why did it expect 1 argument is what I can't figure out. Oh, on switch menu. On switch menu expected 1. I'm looking at the wrong frame in the call stack. On switch menu. Where the heck is on switch menu? It's not bringing me to that line of code, is why I'm getting confused. So we're going to go to main menu. I don't know. We're just going to do a grep. Whoops. On switch menu. There it is. Oh. Son of a gun. These method signatures, these function signatures don't match is the issue. If I open up SigBus, I change this over here to have an extra parameter. The callable, we're not calling it over here. We're not passing it. Is active. On switch menu is active equals. That's fine. That doesn't really, that's like kind of inconsequential. It doesn't really change. It doesn't break any functionality. I just have to make the signature match. I'm gonna go like this. And now everyone should be happy. I don't think it'll fix any functionality though. Oh, it does. Sick. No more errors. Dope. Okay, now let's connect my gamepad again. And now we're going to have 2 different players. And now what I want to see, nope, that doesn't fix this at all. So this is still a bug that needs to be fixed. That was probably there, is my guess. The fact that we can, it's not really locking the character selection. But this is fine. So let's go here and we're going to commit this change. Oh, whoa, what? Double emitting menu. Navigation. Oh, right. That was a different issue. And then what was this issue? Oh, back doing weird things. So for the menus, right. And now let's go here. Now what we also want to see is that when we're in game, which I couldn't test before, when we are in game and we open up the menu and I hit back, oh, sick. It works. But now, Y. Y is the important thing because I don't think I wired that up. Options menu. No, pause menu. Or is that where I put the on options back? Yes. Okay. I set it up like this. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, it doesn't use the same mechanism. So it's a bit weird that it's not the same as the other one. But the other one has like a menu controller and this one doesn't. So if I want them to be the same, I have to add a menu controller for this one. Or I have to remove the menu controller from the other one, from the main menu. I have to do one of those two things to fix it. But that's okay. And so what was this task? Fix menu, switch single argument calling. Okay. That's done. Let's commit that. Menu switch, which is only going to affect main menu, options menu. So now options menu is decoupled. Yes. Options menu is now totally decoupled from the main menu, which is the problem. Before it was tightly coupled to the main menu. So main menu, options, fix, decouple, options menu, back action from main menu to allow going back to game from pause menu. Right, good, good, good. That's done. That's done. I wanna, and I also investigate lock-in character selection bug, right? Because for some reason that's not working. So what I might want to do here, I can investigate that next. What I'm gonna do is push my code. Good, code is pushed. I'm going to check to see if something I did today broke this. We're gonna check this out. How do I check this out? Check out a space, check out that commit. Reload from disk. So this brings back a whole bunch of other bugs. Now we're just gonna check to see if this thing ever freaking worked. No, it didn't. We just never checked it. Okay, that's both good and bad. So let's hit Control Z, I think. Control Z, Command Z. Can I not undo that? How do I actually go back here? Get status and get checkout head. Whoa. No rebase in progress. How do I go back? Oh, get checkout master. Not head, but master. Head is where head is where the home is. Head is where you are right now. So it doesn't make sense to check it out. I basically replaced head with a different commit. And then I was like, hey, check out the same commit that we already have checked out. Of course it doesn't work. Okay, so then the next thing we want to do... Wait, is that what I put in here? Character selection bug. Okay, before I start this, we're going to take a 5-minute break. I'm just going to do that. And we're breaking. We're taking a 5-minute break. Oops. Oh no, I lost it. Oh well. Not important. I like that. That was actually pretty good. uh, okay, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. And then we're gonna look at this character selection bug. I don't know if what I want to do is possible. It should be. I don't know. We'll check it out when I get back. I'll be right back. Toilet time. All right, guys. Ah. Okay. It's apparently 5 o'clock. So what I'm going to do here, because I'm going to need to eat dinner, I'm going to do one more iteration. Oh, I actually do track the number of pomodori. That's really funny. I guess I track the number of the things that I've done, but I don't do anything with that information. Like I don't automatically set up a break or anything like that. So whatever. There's a couple of things I want to do to this app too. I want to like track the things that tasks that I'm doing and completing. Okay, so what was the thing I was looking at? Oh, this bug. So character selector, and then let's open up input handler. And there's some bug in here. Now this, in theory, should work. For any device, for any device. Locked, cancel action. If it's not locked, return. If it is locked, oh, then we're going to cancel. Oh, I think I assumed for whatever reason, locked cancel action just checks that it's canceled. Filter player number. Okay. And then here, we just need to add another one, I think. It doesn't have to be another one, but I'm going to put it in another one to keep it separate. Any device. lock check. And what we're going to do in lock check I don't really need the handler event, do I? I do. Is locked. No, I don't. Because these are per character, per input, per player, or per input, whatever, something. So I don't need to actually check that. I say if locked, return true. Or I just say return locked. Is locked. That it? Not gonna be able to tell. Wait, hold on. Oh baby, it works. That's all I had to do. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect a second controller, double check that it works. Yep. Sick. Yep. Sick. That's it. Look at that. Look how easy that bug was to fix. Character selector. Fix character lock in. Not locking in selection. Fix. Being able to change character after locking in. Super easy. Okay, now the next thing, we got that done early. So the next thing we're going to do is fix this tile map, which is going to happen through LDTK more than likely. Why is that on this screen? Oh, yeah, that makes sense actually. Levels, let's open up that. The duck, it looks perfectly fine in the game. That would actually be really funny if that's all I had to do is just hit save. And then suddenly everything just works. No! Why? For why? Why am I getting these tiles? This makes no sense. So the game is screwed up. Oh wait, hold on. I can try doing a re-import over here. But even that, yeah, like if I open the level 0 scene in here, why? Is this not the same LDTK project? Looks the same to me. Like, why would it look right here, but not be right in the game? All the tiles are mapped properly here. Okay. Oh, there's some errors here. Make sure resources have been imported by opening the project in the editor at least once. Failed loading resource. And then we have world.gd line 81, invalid access to property or key depth on a base of type node2d LDTK world. Go back to LDTK, save the project again. And this might be harder than I thought it was going to be. Why? It feels like it's not using the same resource. File sets. Like, that's not even in this tile set, dude. Oh, that's the wrong tile set. What the heck even is this tile set? I see a bunch of backup files in here. Are all the levels biffed? Yeah. Well, at least they're consistently screwed up. That's very weird. So, okay, let's take a look at what's being produced. Like our output here, we have this collisions. Using which tile set? Fancy tiles. I don't think I use that one anymore. Oh, I do. I use it for the doors. That's funny. How the frig does this even work? How is this all set up? So collisions, tile set, quick load. Literally the only one in the project. Oh. Wait, hold on. Oh, because there's this one. What the frig? Oh, what the? Oh, I don't even think I used this one, right? I don't actually even know where this comes. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to delete this tile sets. I'm going to delete, where the heck was the other one? LDTK. No. Levels. So the tile sets in here. I want to delete this one too. And what I'm going to do here, don't save. Now I'm going to hit re-import and we're going to see which one comes back. Or maybe both of them come back. I don't know. My guess is probably... Oops. Probably the one under levels. Oh no, there is a tile sets here. And the one in levels is gone. And now if I open level 0, still not using the right tile sets. Also, what I can't figure out is why it must be just because the file itself changed. But I don't know why these are different. I accidentally put a tile there. I didn't mean to. I don't know why these entities are different. Oh, maybe because I put these X's in. But those are programmatically updated. So like I really especially don't know why those aren't showing. So let's go here. And entities post import. Pack levels. I don't know what that means. Force tile set re-import. No. Use entity placeholders. I had entity placeholders, but I probably actually don't even need them. So there's kind of two different things going on here that are a little bit weird. One is that, oh, these are loading fine though. The door entities are loading fine. One is that this entity isn't loading. Oh, that's funny, and there's no collision on these. That's actually really funny. Oh, you know why? We never updated. But it shouldn't matter, right? It shouldn't matter because this thing is using the right tiles. Let me use my mouse here. Like, these look right, you know what I'm saying? So hold on. I'm just gonna add this new wall here. Save it. And re-import, because maybe I'm not even editing the right LDTK file. I'll cancel. Okay, well that didn't update, so let's import it again. There's a good chance it's not there, which means this is not the right file. What the heck? Oh no, that is the right file. Why? Why isn't that updating? What? Collisions? That's even weirder. Okay, so this isn't showing up, but let's do this. Let's take this and move that over here. So that skull should move. It doesn't. It's not updating. It's not importing. So there's an error in here. Probably there's an error importing, and we need to figure out what's going on here. So this error, I think, is causing the entire import to fail. Invalid access to property or key depth on a base object of type node 2D. Bunch of warnings. Depth. Depth 0. Also depth 0. We're going to debug their code real quick. World.gd line 81. Worlds.sort custom. Multi-world. Oh, okay. Right, because I introduced multiple worlds now. So what might be the problem? Maybe this importer doesn't work with multiple worlds. Delete current world. Yeah, delete current world. And let's see if all my problems get fixed. Nope, it's still giving me errors. Tile set editor. Tile set is null is true. Editor plugins tiles. Tile set editor. What happened, dude? Oh, but wait, now those errors are gone when I re-imported this. Well, the errors are gone, but it's not doing what I want, so maybe it's still not working. Darn. Now part of this might be my faults for adding this template thing to the tile set anyways, but also let's take a look at here real quick. Gloves tiles 2. Maybe that's what I need to look at. What file was that? Can I open the file? Oh yeah, oh. Okay, so that file looks like this, which is kind of what we expect. Right, because the way I did this, it should work like this. Oh, you guys looking at nothing. Sorry. I don't know how long that's been going on for. Probably about 20 minutes now. Let's see, probably, yeah, like at least 10 minutes. Whoops. So why is this happening? Levels tile set's gone. This is modified. What has actually changed in here? Level 0, grid size has changed. What is this? Int grid. I don't know what these things affect. Tile sets has changed. Levels. That's me deleting the entire world. I revert that change. And I come back here. That's so weird. It might be a bug in the importer. It might be a bug in the importer, and it might be a bug caused by multi-world. Is it possible? Hold on. So let me go to LDTK. Maybe there's a thing called, there's an option somewhere called multi-world support. Yeah, let's turn that off and see if that fixes things. Ooh, we just crashed Godot. Yeah, baby. There's probably a bug in the importer. Yep. See that? Now it's working. So my guess is that the plugin doesn't support multi-worlds yet. So like the minute I add multi-world support under the advanced settings in LDTK and I hit save and I come back into Godot, it's going to re-import everything. And it's probably, yeah, see all these errors are being thrown. And then as soon as I open it's going to be white again. What? No? That's weird. Hey, hold on. Okay, my collision map is wrong, obviously. That's a problem. But now hold on, let me go. Okay, so now I added multi-world support back. Now let me add a new world. Why is this not? working. Oh, there we go. I mean, obviously there's some problems here, but now let me hit save. Go back to Godot, see if it broke yet. Not yet, but also hard to tell. Also, this is level 7. Levels, backups. Does it make a new thing called worlds? It looks like it just doesn't work, right? Because here we have level 7. This is level... Oh, wait, this is called level 6 for some reason? There is no level 6. Right, let me look at my other world. This world doesn't have level 6, but has level 7. Okay, so it's missing the support for this. It's not producing any output. Let's check if there's an update for this plugin. So, gonna go, it's probably under source, and then Godot LDTK importer. Git checkout master. No, it's probably called main. Git pull. Already up to date. That is very disappointing and unfortunate. So let's go here. Supports separating levels by world depth. Separate world layers. Group levels into LTTK world layer nodes sorted by world depth. And let's take a look at the last time this was updated. It was 8 months ago. Makes sense. So we're probably on our own to fix this bug. Let's go and look at issues, and we'll probably see something related to world in here. Packing worlds from multi-world LDK file in the scenes. Don't know what the hell he means. But let's look at my import options, because I think he said packing, and I have this pack option checked. So let's re-import and not pack, because I don't know what the heck packing is. Yeah. Yeah, there are a ton of errors when we're working with worlds. And my guess, invalid access to property or key depth on a base object of LDTK world. So, let's go back to where I was. Let's look at LDTK world. It's not available. Let's check out add-ons, importer, source. Oh, wait, class. No. I would assume it would be in the file call world, but that's where we are. Oh, components, LDTK world. Cool. Interesting. So he's using an array of LDTK world, but his world extends node T2D and does not have a property called depth. This looks like a case of works on my machine. Like maybe he put something in that is just not there. So let's go back here. There's a ton of errors here though. It's not just depth. Depth is the first one. And then failed loading resource. Create multi-world. World equals create multi-world. Yep. So here we go. There's like a fork here. If world data.world layout equals null. That's the only place it's called. World layout is null. What the heck does that mean? Util parse file. What does parse file return? A dictionary. Okay. Oh, JSON parse data. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna make a note here. We did do a lot of stuff today. I wish I could write down all the things I did today. Luckily, I was recording it all in this video. So we'll try to quantify that later. But for now, I'm just going to put some notes in. Multi-world LDTK support in Godot. Does not seem to work. We'll put some breadcrumbs here for ourselves for tomorrow. All right, I want to grab this line. Check source code. We've got this, right? And we're gonna focus this line. Right, but the problem is LDTK world does not have a depth property. Literally, this thing is oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy, don't break on me, guys. And then we'll highlight 6 to 8. Incomplete. So thoughts. This feature might be incomplete, or depth may not be present because it's optional, although so try setting a depth. We can try that real quick. I'm pretty sure that's not going to fix anything. Oh, I can't even set one. All right, so if I do that, Pretty sure it's not going to fix anything. That causes other problems, apparently. I need to eat, man. I'm going to eat. I need to eat lunch 2.0, and then I got to eat dinner. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that breaks when we try to use multi-world. So we might just not want to use multi-world and call it a day, basically. Yeah, see, it's not generating those other level files. Maybe don't use multi-world. Because all the problems seem to go away if we don't use multi-world. So we might just have to do it that way. Which is, I don't know, fine, I guess. I don't know. Or for multi-world, we just have multiple different LDTK files, but like the entities and stuff like that would all be the same. So it's kind of obnoxious. But it looks like it's a shortcoming of our plugin. So we can, I don't know, try to use a different plugin or just, yeah, I don't know. On the other hand, if we just decide, hey, cut scope and only have one world and do all of our levels in one world, that means we can finish the game a lot faster. Won't be as interesting, but this would be a thing that we would maybe want to work out for a bigger game. Whatever. Fine by me. Either way, we'll figure it out. In any case, I'm going to hop off. I'm going to have my lunch 2.0, and I'll catch you guys later. Oh, where's my mouse? There we go.